Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for July 2022 for your North Node by sign and house. So not your sun, moon, or ascendant sign, but your North Node by sign and house. So you're going to want to watch two videos, one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. Now, as most of you know, the reason I use the North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is that it's recognized in astrology that the North Node is the path that you were born to learn, the path that you were born to take, and so it's your North Star. And so it's much more relevant to your everyday life. So let's get started on the readings. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for July 2022 for everybody with their North Node in Pisces and or the 12th house. And while I'm shuffling, connecting to the energies, I'd like to invite you to take some deep breaths, relax, open up your energy system to receiving any information that's going to be most relevant to you, and just kind of relax into the reading. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so North Node in Pisces and or the 12th house. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and then this represents the 16th till the end of the month. The card in the middle here is your overall kind of theme that is weaving in and out of this whole month. And really interesting, reading, you've got the Nine of Pentacles here, and the overall theme I'm getting is what you're doing is it's like seeing the magic around you, recognizing and seeing the magic around you in ordinary things or seemingly ordinary things. Okay, that is what's really and like that could be a lot of things. It could be like, for example, the Nine of Pentacles here. It's like seeing the magic in the natural world around you, seeing the magic in even like the relationships around you. It's also about like being kind of, it could be gratitude, it could be gratefulness of what is, has happened in your life and like what's going on. Okay, so this is kind of the overall theme. Now, this first half of the month, okay, you've got Judgment reversed, you've got the Nine of Swords, and then you've got the Two of Cups. And what I'm seeing is this first half of the month is there is some mental anxiety that you could be working through, mainly because, okay, it's like with this Judgment reversed, there is the universe is trying to give you a message or a heads up, and has been, in order to help with this mental, like there's like these old mental like anguish patterns that could come up. And your two advice cards, the way to get out of it is you have, the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Empress. And the advice is that, all of our lives have an ebb and a flow, just like the tides. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. Sometimes the wheel's up and sometimes it's down. And it ebbs and flows based on a lot of factors. It has to do with karma that we're working through in our lives from, past lives. It has to do in karma that we're creating. It has to do with like lessons that are needing to be learned. It has to do with even just the energetic systems that life definitely, it comes in and out like the tide, and so we have to like ride those tides and understand those. That's going to help you. I think that's what the message is what it is the message is, because you have the Empress card here along with the Nine of Pentacles, which is your overall monthly card, okay? And again, this is sitting in your power, but being grateful and seeing the magic that is all around you all the time. Just recognizing that. Now, a lot of you already, have that naturally, but if for some reason it's saying like to bring it out more, it's going to help you see things. Like, for example, maybe the mental anxiety is things that you've experienced and you're trying to figure out. It's like a storm that blows through, like you could live in a beautiful like home on the coast, and you have these wonderful days and evenings of living on the ocean. But occasionally on these coastal towns, a really huge, gnarly storm blows in, okay, and does a lot of damage. Sometimes like sweeps homes under, like there are things that happen just because they happen. It doesn't mean that, because things happen that, no one should ever live on the coast. It's just part of, dealing with that. You just kind of like accept it. So it's the same thing with the tides in our life and the storms in our life. They're there for reasons, and sometimes those reasons aren't clear to us, but it doesn't matter. It's how we, handle it. So with this Emperor's card, what it is that you're being taught two things this first half of the month. To get through once and for all mental anxieties from the past, realizing the storms, the up and down and tides of life and the storms, but also connecting to the magic around you. Because remember, with your with your south node that you have in Virgo and or the sixth house, that's connecting to, Virgo is the image of the Virgin, but more anciently it was, the goddess of, harvest and wheat connected to the earth. You have the Empress here. This is even though this card, this card is generally ruled by Venus, but we're talking about, we're talking earthiness, okay? So really by connecting with the magic around you in your life and all things, and then with the Two of Cups here, okay, the magic within your relationships with people, okay, whatever those are, that is going to show you the way out. That there's all sorts of magic, and that's, that is what you're really learning in this lifetime, is really developing and connecting to the magic of the universe, okay? And it's here to teach you. And then when you do that, it will bring you out of the over worrying. Because remember, the other thing with that Virgo South Node or the sixth house, it could be like, the worry ward and anxiety. And that's like one of the things that you've had to, battle with your whole life, is like, anxiety and like worrying and calming the mind. So this is what this is saying, realizing it's like calming the mind through recognizing the magic around you and being grateful for the magic around you and the things that you have. When you delve into that, you don't have time to mentally go to the dark place. You know what I mean? Now, the second half of the month, we've got the Hermit reversed, we've got the Lovers reversed, and we've got the Eight of Swords. Your two advice cards, Page of Cups and Six of Swords. Okay? Now, there are going to be some of you that are going to struggle with seeing things in a way that's going to be helpful to you. Okay, seeing things in your life. But specifically, what I'm seeing is that with the Lovers, we could talk about, like, yes, relationship. There could be relationship issues that come up, both romantically and also, work, family, friends, any sort of relationships. But yes, also romantically. And with the Eight of Swords reversed, what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing a lot of you are going to be released from a lot of mental anxieties, and you're gonna see, like, the second half of the month, there's gonna be things that happen with the Hermit. It's almost like, there's gonna be this contrast, is what I'm seeing. The Hermit reversed, the Lovers reversed. This contrast of, like, going from not seeing things clearly and things being cloudy to seeing things clearly, and being able to release from whatever, like, mental, like, bondage that you're in. Okay, mental anxiety. And the way it's going to be released is two things. Your two advice cards, the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups. I feel like there's going to be something when you're connecting to the magic around you. This Page of Cups is dealing with, things on the emotional, and in the emotional realm, but also like a message that comes in, and it's almost like you're gonna get it. It's like emotionally something is gonna trigger you to finally get all of this. Like, oh, okay, I'm seeing the big picture. See, that's what the Hermit does. When the Hermit's upright, it's seeing the big picture, and I feel like there's this awakening that is going to happen, for you, and through relationships where you're going to finally, like, work through. You're going to learn from the good relationships in your life, and you're going to be able to take care of the more problematic relationships in your life. And again, with the Six of Swords, you're moving away from, troubled waters into more calm state. So that is really, like, the key for you this month is connecting to the magic around you, delving into that. It's going to help you release this. Connecting to the magic in the relationships in your life is all going to help you. You've got the Six of Swords, moving away from mental anxiety. Okay, Eight of Swords reversed, moving out of, anxiety patterns. Okay, that are of the Nine of Swords. Okay, so you're moving out of this stuff, and that's what this is. And really, what this is at the core level is, by you focusing on the other things in your life and the things that really matter, when you do that, it takes away the power of all of those anxieties, because you're shifting it's almost like you're not. The best way to get rid of something, in your life, like, let's say, like, mental emotional anxieties, is to not feed it. So you're not working hard to, like, jackhammer it away or chisel it away or blast it away. What you're doing is you're just simply focusing on something else, and you're not feeding it, and so it withers. It just withers away. That anxiety withers. You don't even have to, like, struggle with it. You're not going in there with a machete trying to, like, hack these huge vines of, mental distress, you're just like, not feeding it anymore. And so that's what this is all about. So anyway, I hope this reading made sense to you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comments. Would love to hear from you in the comments and interact. Thank you so much for watching. If you hit that like button, would much appreciate it. And if you like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below and can give you some more information on that. So make it a great month. Use that superpower that you have, and we will see you again on some more videos. Many blessings.